Welcome to Volleyball Dads Podcast.
Sets and hits.
All right. This is one of your hosts, Spurge, and y'all should know me by now. Y'all heard enough of these podcasts. And my man.
There you go.
My man is
Damien. Better known as Dame.
That's right. So we're your hosts for this podcast show here, and we have three extraordinary, talented guests today. Very special guests. They're gonna be famous one day, so we're just gonna be lucky to be that they call us Dad.
There you go.
So, Dave, why don't you introduce your superstar?
So show number 9, Volleyball Dads and Daughters. We have Zoe Humphrey.
All right, and I have with me Sydney Robinson and SImone Robinson. All right. So good-looking volleyball girls. Ladies, I should say. I forgot about that. I should say ladies. Man. Young ladies, nah. Yeah. So, hey, why don't you all introduce yourselves? So tell us a little bit about yourself, your accolades. This is the time y'all can brag a little bit about who y'all are, because we've been bragging about y'all for the last 8 episodes. So with that said, tell us a little bit about yourself, Zoe. Who you are. Tell about these accolades and where you're going.
Hi, y'all know. Well, I'm going to UCLA. What was the other question?
All right. What school you at?
I'm at St. Pius X.
All right, St. Pius X. Is there a Y or a Z or just X?
What grade are you in?
I am a junior.
All right. And where you play club?
HJV, Houston Juniors.
All right. In what position?
Middle blocker.
Okay, all right.
And hitter, right?
I mean, middle blocker.
Middle blocker, do everything she says. All right. And what accolades you got? You know, I know you topped this. Go ahead and shine us a little bit. Tell us about some of your accolades you've had this season.
Well, top 150.
All right.
What else?
Top 50 probably, but go ahead.
Yes, prep volleyball. And
then prep volleyball, and then what else?
And prep dig, and then you got first team all district.
Good stuff. All right, these girls they try to be shy, man. They didn't
all state. I mean, Taps all state.
Right, Taps all state. Yeah. It's okay to brag around here. We're okay because everybody see it.
Stay humble.
Yeah, stay humble, but it's okay to you've done what you've done. So we're gonna switch over to here, young ladies. Introduce yourselves. Sydney, you want to start? Tell us your name, what school you go to. Don't make that face.
My name is Sydney. I go to Shadow Creek High School.
Position? I'm
a setter.
And club?
Houston Juniors.
Okay, we got a lot of Houston Juniors in here. We ain't gonna brag about that today. Go ahead.
My name is SImone Robinson. I'm a setter. I go to HJV, Houston Juniors Volleyball. I'm a freshman at Shadow Creek High School.
All right. Well, great. We have, and actually these two are the first sister setters at Shadow Creek High School.
Got to be proud, man.
Both of them varsity. So yeah, proud of that. They're good. They're great. So we've been really proud seeing them both on the same team this year as well.
Absolutely.
And that's been entertaining too for the district. We also want to know one thing y'all didn't tell us is what's your favorite musical artist? SImone?
I like Drake.
All right. Sydney?
I like Taylor Swift. She's not my favorite, but I can't think of my favorite right now. So Taylor Swift right now.
Taylor Swift right now. All right. And Zoe?
Mine would have to be 21 Savage.
21 Savage.
What? Okay.
Hey, she said hers, not yours. Dad.
I know, man. Yeah. 21.
Yours?
Who's mine?
Yes.
Tupac.
Okay, we all know that.
All right. I'm a Tupac fan, too. I've been listening to a lot of Young Dolph lately, just tell you about me. Anyway, so once again, Volleyball Dads. Also reach us at VolleyballDadsPodcast at gmail.com, and also follow us on Twitter at VBallDads. So we're going to get into a little discussion here with these three young ladies about what it's like to play high school, what it's like to play club. We'll talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about some of the recruiting process. Of course, Zoe has been nationally recruited a lot, and Sydney and SImone are starting to either enter that process or evaluate what schools they may want to attend, both either academically or for volleyball. So we're going to get into a lot of discussion like that as well. But Just start off, why y'all like playing the game of volleyball? What is it about volleyball that has been something that you've liked to do? And either one of y'all can start because I don't have to call names.
I like volleyball because it's like a team sport, so like everybody's included in it. So, yeah.
Everybody's included, good team sport. That's a good reason. How about you?
I just feel volleyball has a different energy compared to any other sport, being that unlike basketball, it's physical contact.
Yeah.
You're with your team, and really if you make a mistake or just anything, your celebration can honestly be within your team.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good. We always said that volleyball was the ultimate team sport. How about you, Sydney? What is it that you like about volleyball?
Volleyball is cool. It's a team sport, so that's also cool.
Is it team sport?
Y'all can dive a little deep.
Yeah, y'all can dive a little deep. It's one of those things.
I know you played a little longer than 2 years, so I know it's more to it than just team sport.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like a sister bond that you like have like at the, like when you go to the, what are those called?
Qualifiers?
Yeah, like when you go to the hotels, like
the hotel.
The hotel. Okay.
I had like hospital. Hospital was like on like the tip of my tongue for some reason. But like, yeah, like when you go to the hotels and you're like just hanging out with your team, like in the hallways and stuff, and going out to team dinners, it's like all that like connection happens on the court, which is why it's like more fun.
So the bond outside.
The bond
is good.
It's an energy you can't explain.
Exactly.
You can. Well, that's good.
Like you just know it makes you happy when you're on the court.
That's good.
Like you go to practice and you like laugh and stuff. That's just funny.
Okay, so team chemistry is important.
I just think of volleyball as like a second home. It's a place that you can get away from the outside.
Okay. All right. So with that said, and like I said, Zoe, you're a middle blocker, and these ladies are setters as well. How much do you appreciate your setters?
Well, as a middle blocker, I have to appreciate them, but no, I truly do appreciate my setters, especially when I do get a good set. Like they're the first person I'm looking at if I get that kill.
Right. And how y'all like setting up middles?
I love my middles. They're so funny and like they're always just like the funniest on the team. But like when they score, it's like different because like you always go like to the outside mostly. But like when you get like that perfect play and you go like to the middle, it's like it's even like bigger celebration because it's like it's not something that can happen every point because you always go to the outside like if the ball's off and stuff. So.
But middles, you like setting the middles as well. Middles. How about they blocking, son? Don't you wish they get all those blocks? Oh my God,
they save me so much defense. Like I hate defense because I don't hate defense.
Clean it up.
I love me some defense. Like, right. Sometimes it's just balls you cannot dig. Like
yeah, you like that middle blocker and to kind of slow that ball down, huh?
No, just to like block.
The blocking. How about you, Sid? How you like setting up your middles or your outsides?
I like setting my middles because it's like a lot of different plays you can run. And it's really cool to see that. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of which, y'all have any favorite plays? If you have a memorable tournament or a memorable game you had that you just like, wow, that was an amazing game that you either participated in or that you were part of, a win or even in a loss. Sometimes you have good games even in losses.
I don't have one specific game, but majority of our tournaments this past season, they were great. Even then, like maybe they weren't the outcome that we wanted, but regardless, just being on the team and knowing that we have so much potential and that we are still growing as a team. Honestly, it's just the energy and the wins with each other.
What about some big plays? I think that's kind of where he was going. That kind of stand out to you. Maybe a big block.
Well, that's all I was saying. Like I don't really have.
I know you can't think of
all of them.
Okay, my bad.
They all big.
That many, huh?
But doesn't mean so. I've watched a couple of people play with Sydney and Simone, even at high school level. you know, when you hit that ball, not to say you're going to hit off somebody's head, but sometimes you do, right? You hit it off somebody, how you feel when that happens? Like, bam!
Well, I can think of one play that really just started the season off great for my team. So my setter and I, you know, we're getting into our groove, especially being that we are a new combo together.
Right.
Where were we playing? I think we were in Florida, and we were playing against. It was a Gainesville team, and so it was one single block, and then the connection was just there. You know, I just seen it. She got the setup, and it was just bam, like right in that T zone. So.
Hey, you love that, huh?
Yes.
That's always a good thing. And y'all love the fact when that happens as well, because I know y'all jump in the air, y'all high-fiving each other once these things are these big hits.
I did be jumping.
Yeah, you love it jumping as well. All right, cool. Now, y'all play high school and they play club, right, D?
Yeah.
And there's always a difference. We always talk about the difference between high school and club.
Yeah. This is it.
Yeah. So, you know, just from your perspective, what's some of the differences in high school and club, Sydney? We'll start with you. Like, what do you see? You know, how do you compare high school to club as far as just overall play or training or development? What do you think about high school?
I mean, I think it depends on what high school you go to. But for me, high school is not as competitive as club. I think club's more competitive and you get like more, I guess, sufficient. I don't know if that's the right word, but sufficient training.
Yeah. Well, specialized training, right? And the fact that as a setter, you're just working on, you work on a lot of cell drills.
Yeah. There's a bunch of different setter drills and like, I don't know. I guess you just, I don't know, you get more training. The training is better than high school ball. So,
yeah.
And I think it's more fun too.
Yeah. And club. Okay. All right. What do you think about high school versus club? And we realize too, in high school, you're not picking your team. You're kind of, you know, with whoever you have. And some high schools have stacked club players in a sense, and some y'all may be the only club players on the team. Well, how is that?
You got two different experiences.
Yeah, how's your experience been?
I would say high school. It's kind of give or take. You kind of make it what it is. I mean, it's not always going to be what you expect it to be. You know, maybe you are on a winning team, maybe you are on a losing team, but high school, regardless, it can be fun if you make it fun for yourself. And I think high school is really just a learning lesson.
Yeah.
If you think about it, just you can take a lot of stuff away from high school and go in as a better teammate going into club.
Ah, that's good.
So I would say the biggest thing about high school is just working on your mental, whether or not you are on a good team or not.
Right.
And just, like I said, taking that to your team so you can be a better teammate.
Right. So as a freshman on varsity as well, how you like, I know you like the social atmosphere playing in front of your friends. So how is that for you?
Wait, what? Repeat the question? Like, 'cause you didn't really ask me a question.
I just want to know how you like high school volleyball versus club volleyball, and what's fun about high school volleyball to you? What's been fun?
I think it's fun. Like, well, okay. Okay. So, club is like, the difference from club and high school is like, obviously like the training and stuff like that, because it's like hard, like, even like for the coaches, like, it's hard like having like a stacked team for a club who goes to different clubs, have different coaches. Like, for that club, you only have like one or two coaches and everybody's in the same like technique, like in learning. But in high school, you have like all these different people with all these different personalities and stuff like that. But I like high school because like of the social aspect, like because like you could be like, oh, come, like you can promote your game like in the hallways on like on the announcements. I was going to say television. On like you know, like just having like a big crowd, because you don't have that at club. Like you have like your parents or something like that in the crowd, but you don't have.
What's wrong with your parents?
I mean, it's a different energy. You know?
We figured that. Yeah.
You have a bigger crowd.
Yeah, seeing people like in your science class that you'd be like goofing off with is always like in the stands, like a big old sign or something like that. Even though that might not happen, but like seeing people that you see like every day watching you play, it's like kind of like it's nice because they get to see like what you do outside of school.
Mm.
Even if
Mhm.
like, or like just see like how happy you are on the court, even if whatever team you're on.
Mhm.
Speaking of, you mentioned science class. How is it balancing being a student athlete? Like, I know we put a focus on the athletic component, but we all know that if you don't take care of the academic piece,
Right.
most parents like us would be like, you can't play, you know? And so what is that like, knowing that, hey, at the end of the day, you're a student first?
Some late nights. I mean, like, it's hard. Like, cause I don't know, because I enjoy like being more athletic than being more smart. But like, because like,
Boy, I'm about to edit this whole show.
that's just like me, you know. I don't feel like I want to like, you know, but like you have to. So like,
Right.
I don't want to like sit in my bed at like 10 o'clock at night studying for a test tomorrow instead of like doing something else to get ready for like the game tomorrow.
Right.
So,
But that's the dynamic of being a student athlete, right?
Yeah.
Cindy probably
it's
knows a lot about that. She loves her academics.
I do love my academics more than volleyball. Because but for me, being a student athlete actually isn't that hard. Because I do all my work. If I know I practice for like a game the next day, I'm gonna do all my work for that day, the day before. Because I don't like being up at 10 o'clock and stuff doing homework. Like after 10 o'clock, I don't do homework. So if I know I practice something like that, I'm gonna do my homework that day before, so I'm free that day. And yeah, because
You see the dynamics of Robinson also. I got one that's going to be on top of my academics, and I'll make sure she has a routine.
Right.
This one's going to catch you on the fly. But they're good. Both are good athletes as well. I know Zoe
Well,
being over there at that, that great private school. She's super smart. And like I said, going to UCLA, you just can't get into UCLA without academics.
Honestly, I mean, I am a good student when I put my mind to it. For me, I don't want to say I do my work mindlessly, but when I know that I just want to get out the way, because I feel like high school, we get a lot of busy work.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, okay, let me get this done before the due date.
Yeah.
And I think in a sense, this probably does sound bad to say, but I do try and finesse my way through high school.
Hey, we gotta be able to take the honesty of it, right?
yeah.
I mean, you can't really say anything. My grades are good.
I didn't
Yeah.
say a word. I just said
Right.
you figure out what works for you.
Exactly.
Long as it's A and maybe a B here and there, I'll live with it.
Right. Exactly. And
But,
you better be trying. We want you to just make sure you're doing your best.
Yeah.
all right?
Yeah.
But like Sydney said, if I know I have a tournament or a game, I have a thing. I don't like doing homework at home. Even though it's called homework, I'm probably not going to do it at home. It's going to get done at school. So honestly, if I know I have something to do the next day, then I'm going to get all my work done that day.
That's good lessons for the freshmen.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out next year.
Oh my gosh. So with volleyball, what inspires you? I mean, do y'all have which coach has kind of inspired you or led to your development? Who's been the inspiration to you besides your dads for y'all to be successful? Y'all have anybody that inspires you or you love playing for or had a great experience?
Okay, yeah. So like
There's got to be somebody, all them 10 coaches y'all had. I hope.
I was waiting for everybody to speak at once or something like that. You know, it's really quiet. But I actually have like 2 coaches that like really like changed my way of volleyball, and that's like Coach Shelby and Coach Ray, because they are like my developmental coaches, and they like started like my journey into like playing like competitively, because like before I wasn't really playing competitively, and then like they like kind of helped my technique, and that's like how I am now. So,
And how is that?
I hope good.
All right.
But yeah,
There
like,
you go.
yeah, Coach Ray was kind of like more like disciplining me, and Coach Shelby like was more on like the technique kind of. So like,
So good cop, bad cop.
and it was a little bad cop sometimes, but like when the season ended, I was like, I love those coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want someone to always just tell you what you want to hear.
Exactly.
Right, or not developing, not on
Right.
you because they see their potential. They want
Yeah.
you to really push you hard. So, how about you, Zoe? Anybody that really comes to mind that says, like I said, besides your dads?
I would say for my 16th year, Coach Sarr, only because I did need kind of a slowdown year.
Mm-hmm.
Just the transition from clubs and just working on myself, especially my arm swing.
Mm-hmm.
So just going into that season and her understanding that, not to just jump on it, but just be patient. And it was a lot of struggles here and there, but altogether, I think that whole season she just taught me, it's going to be ugly before it gets good.
Gotcha.
So that was a big thing with me.
She probably had some other coaches too that have either maybe saw something in you, was like, okay, and they allow you to be you and stuff like that.
Well,
y'all don't give it a lot of thought.
yeah. So it is early for us still, y'all.
I mean, I do. Like another coach, Coach Janice. Now she's the big one. She's been there from day one, basically. But she, like, regardless, she sees so much in me, and just even then, like, not being around her as much as I was, just knowing that she's still supporting me.
That's good. And, having, coaches have always been a part of our lives. When you have a coach, they're another parent to some degree because they're there to mold and help you out a lot. So we take a lot of respect and value for the coaches. And they're taking a lot of their time, too, to help develop you guys.
A lot of their time. Yeah.
Not only, but not everybody's great.
Yeah.
But, some of them good. Some of them, can connect to you mentally. Some of them can't. And it's just it's life.
It's life,
right?
yeah.
And that's what we try to say. Everybody's going to be a little life and stuff. So.
Well, and sometimes when you have those that, quote unquote, maybe not so good for you at that moment, that's a teaching moment as well.
Yep.
To know what you like, what you don't like, but then also help you to understand how to interact with different personalities and stuff like that.
Exactly.
I think as a young kid, you'll understand that, and you'll probably take some of these nuggets away when you get older, and you're like, oh, I remember that, because I can think back, and I think about certain coaches, I think about ones I liked, think about ones I didn't like, and the takeaways from each of them.
Yeah.
Even bad ones taught me something.
Exactly. Exactly. Taught me not to talk to them. No. No, I'm just kidding. But it's different coaches, you just go through it, and some are, making decisions. You got to remember what's important to you and making sure that you understand you get the most out of it, and you're going to move on from that coach eventually as well. Mm-hmm. So, it's a good thing. But those ones that are special, you're going to always remember, you're going to come back to them, and they're going to push you to be great as well. So we're going to talk a little bit about recruiting in a little bit. Before I get there, Dame's a little quiet on the sideline. I'm a little active. Everybody knows. I'm a little. I'm the biggest cheer dad there is. I'm loud. I'm at the camera. I'm behind the ref.
I get loud sometimes, man.
Yeah. I know. I lead the chorus and stuff. But what's some of the crazy things that y'all seen on the sideline from parents, and not your dad, but parents, other parents?
Anybody.
Yeah, anybody.
I mean, if we're being honest here. From other people I've seen, I've noticed that, they usually, talk to the refs a lot. And it's either, a make or break. The ref either likes you, a lot, or the ref does not like you at all.
She side-eyeing you,
So that's just, so I see it on the sideline. But, when you're on the court, you really got to, mentally, block out everything. So, you don't really, I feel like I don't notice it unless, the whole play, just stops. But, so it's kind of, funny seeing how seeing a grown-up kind of fighting with somebody on a ref stand that's 5 feet above you, and you looking up at them arguing why'd you but it's still, it shows how competitive the game of volleyball is, and how it can affect I don't know how it can affect something, and I just think that's cool.
You think it sometimes affects the game or how they call the game?
I mean, it depends on who you how you think about it. Because really, it just it can either affect you badly or goodly. But goodly, that's not. But I mean, it doesn't bother me really. It just makes me look just don't get kicked out the gym. Just don't get kicked out. That's all that matters. Because it doesn't mess up me, because I try to stay locked in, so I just don't look on the side.
Yeah.
That's smart.
That's smart. I know y'all who serve, Sydney, you tell me serving sometimes, somebody be saying stuff on the sideline. Do these parents bother you on the sidelines, or they say anything to you? You think that, or what's some crazy stuff you've heard on the sideline from parents or even people on the sideline?
I can't remember. Most of the crazy stuff I've heard the silence from you.
There it goes. There it goes. What you mean? I'm cheering.
So
Yeah,
she's
you
telling
are.
us.
I'm calling everybody's name. No, I'm not calling everybody's name. I call numbers because I don't want nobody to know.
He does call numbers. Like he'll be like, number 03, make it like.
No, it'd be 3. I won't say 03.
No,
I'll say 3.
He says 03.
He'll be like 1-6 or 16.
Does that annoy you?
Yes. Very much so.
Do you care that you annoy your daughter?
Not at all. Not at all.
So-
I'll be out there calling numbers. So, I watch your games. So I'll be just calling your number. You be like, who is that crazy dude? And she looks at me every time she looks at me like, this dude, something wrong with that dude. What's wrong with him?
I do remember at the beginning of the season, it's like when nobody, like when some people like didn't know you, like the new people, they'd be like, whose dad is that? I know, like
They'd be like, who's that crazy person?
I'd be like, I really don't know. Like, and then like they'll be like, you'll be talking about my mom, and they'll be like, is that your dad? I'd be like, oh, okay.
You know what? When y'all are like 25 and like beginning your careers and stuff like that, you'll really appreciate that crazy dad that was at your game all the time.
Cheering you on.
Cheering you
I
on.
can't deny
Saying.
that you're not my father. You look alike. I don't try and deny it though.
I mean, that's good. I don't do anything crazy, do I?
I feel like you would.
Okay, I can think of some moments, but 9 times out of 10, I'm really not paying attention.
Good.
I'm
You should
That's
be.
good. That's good. All we try to do is encourage and make sure y'all making right plays,
Yeah.
and we see little technique things we may shout. Like I was like, hey, working, get your hands on jump set.
As if we don't know that already.
Once again,
Yeah, no,
that's why we volleyball dad, because we never gonna get it right.
No, I get that. Well, so I've gotten a lot better about like not talking about games afterwards.
Oh yeah,
Because again, they already know.
Yeah.
So they won't hear it again from us.
Yep.
That's what I appreciate, though, not talking about games afterwards.
Yeah.
Because no, it's the car ride like back, and you want to like
Yeah.
discuss what happened. I'm like, we played the game, like we know, and
Yeah.
especially after a loss. And I'm like, why?
Well, that's the only time you really talk.
They'll say the same thing that the coach said. It's like, all right, you're just repeating stuff that we already
Yeah.
heard.
Yeah, we've talked about that on probably episode 2.
Yeah, right. Like talk. So that's why I'm gonna do less of talking about the game. I'm just ask you want some water.
Yeah.
Can y'all just not like look at us and then grunt?
Oh yeah, those temperaments, and I get it.
It's
We
part
talk
of the
about
job. Like it's part of the job. Like
yeah.
Part of the job is to what?
of a volleyball dad or like any sport dad. You know. You just, yeah.
We just have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially we got daughters, right?
I'm sorry.
That's right. So, Zoe, you've been through the recruiting process.
Yes.
Now you've been nationally recruited. Like I said, once again, give you a shine. That's a great thing. You've been, you worked hard to get everything you accomplished, right? So you're one of the top players in the country in your class as well. Tell us a little bit about the recruiting process. What is it that was kind of fun about it, And, I know it's challenging trying to make one decision, right, to one school when so many want you. Tell us a little bit about that process. How did it go?
I would say the one part I did enjoy was getting to talk to the different coaches, especially coaches that you knew. So it never felt just uneasy on the phone,
Great.
especially
Okay.
for coaches who naturally they're the conversation starter. Because I know for myself, I can't start a conversation. I don't like to.
Right.
But just knowing that they make it comfortable for you on the phone instead of it kind of just being that awkward. How are you? How's the club? I would say the hard part though, I think the hard part for anybody is just saying no.
Right.
I hope that process wouldn't be easy.
Yeah.
But even if you know where you want to go, it still is kind of just that heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry. On to the next.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But how do you say it though? Like you got to
Oh,
be
no, you
professional about it.
well, of course, like you have
Yeah.
to think about it. I don't mean like just text and be like, oh no, sorry,
Uh,
goodbye.
So give an example of like kind of what you said to those that you knew that they weren't in the location you want to be in, or that's just not somewhere you wanted to attend, but they had reached out to you.
Just letting them know that I really do appreciate them being a part of my process, and even then recruiting me as a player, because that's a huge opportunity.
Yeah.
But just letting them know that, and then you don't have to give them like a full blown out reason, but just
You consider
like I said, thanking them, and that you're considering other options. So yeah.
What made you, well, let me ask you a couple of questions. How important was it to visit schools?
That was like my number one, just seeing other people that I know just committing, and then it's like you only been to the school for the camp, or it's like, have you really been to the school?
Right.
And so I think just being able to see the school for what it is instead of waiting, and then you don't ever want to get to that point where you just kind of want to decommit, or it's like, golly, the school isn't what I thought it was to be.
Exactly.
But a lot of coaches just talking with me, like they honestly commended me for waiting.
Wow, good.
Now, whether or not there's still going to be a spot available, who knows? Because, at a certain time, it does get to be crunch time.
Right.
But a big thing that I did go by was just God letting me know if it's my time, then it's my time.
That's good. Good, important to know. And like I said, these young ladies over here, one began the recruiting process as a freshman, and Sydney's looking at where she's going more so from an academic perspective, I think, right, Sid? Schools that you're interested in, and looking at what things you want to be. And we're going to talk about what you want to be. But before I, pivot our horns, what made you choose UCLA?
For me, honestly, the opportunities, but I just went in looking at the smaller things, because you can see all the big things, and it's like you're gonna be gravitated towards it anyway.
Beautiful campus, California.
The beach.
Look at this one.
But in all honesty, like all those things are great, but like you said, going into it, academically, that's where you're going to school for. Yeah, that's important. So, say that again to everybody. Your academics are number one.
All right. That's very important. And, it's important for both of them. And I think that's really great that these are looking at it from an academic perspective, freshmen. But I know Sydney is definitely looking at where she wants to do and what she wants to be in life. But so academics play a big piece of it as well. And the little things, seeing the campus.
Not only that, but just seeing how the team, I'm sorry, it's on the tip of my tongue, but just see how they are as a team together, how they form, and just seeing on and off the court. Because honestly, any school can just roll out the red carpet, and coaches can say, oh, we're having a recruit, come act accordingly. But just going up to UCLA, it just I'm a person, I just like calm energy, I don't like having, like, you can tell when people are putting on a front. Yeah. So that was a big thing for me, just seeing the team and that they were able to be themselves, and just seeing the coaching style. You know, I'm not huge on having a coach that just yells 24/7. Oh, yeah.
And there are those out there.
You can get your point across without having to yell at me. Yeah. Even a coach who just, when you make a mistake, just beating the horse's tail 24/7. It's like, gotcha. We kind of know what I just did. Right. But other than that, just the coaching team, and that was just the big thing for me.
That's good.
Location.
Okay.
We know. LA, Cali, baby.
Okay, location-wise, I've always wanted to be in California. Like,
right, okay.
The first time I've ever stepped into California, I loved it. Yeah. So.
That's good. And I think that's important. That's good. I think the fact that you mentioned academics is so important. Like saying, because UCLA is a great school, and we already know that, both academically and also athletically as well. And at West Coast, you can't, a lot of kids want to be out there. And that's a good idea. But I'm glad that you made a decision based on all those little intangibles that make sense as well. And like I said, with these going through the process as well, what are you looking for in the school when you reach out, Sydney, and for your next venture as a junior too?
I don't know. I guess I'm looking at how good the academics are and how good they are in terms of what I want to major in. Mm-hmm. And if the campus is nice or not, and if it's a safe area. Because some colleges I've been to,
We will not mention names of any schools, but right now. But academics is high on your list as well. And then I know, Simone, you're just starting this process, so you got a lot you can learn from these two young ladies about the recruiting process over time. But right now, just focus on getting them
Academic.
grades. You got getting them grades in 9th grade and getting your stuff together for your club level as well. So
watch the absences and the tardies.
Oh.
Yes, watch the absence and the tardies.
Especially the tardies for her.
Especially.
All right.
Because they count the absences. They add up.
They add up. They add up as well. All right. With that, tell us about, volleyball's been such an important part of what y'all have been looking at and stuff. What do you want to be, actually, after school? I mean, have y'all thought that far about what career goals you have as well? Because that's going to be, I know it went to your decision where you went to school, but what do you think about from a career perspective? Yeah.
I've thought about kinesiology, sports medicine. That's been a big thing with me and still wanting to be around sports.
Right.
But I do like, what?
I'm looking.
Okay. But I do like a lot of other things like esthetician work, but I wouldn't major in that. That would probably be a minor.
Okay.
Or just something I would do outside of college.
They use those big words, estheticians and stuff.
I wouldn't do that in college.
Yeah.
Like, you can do that outside of school.
That's like,
Wait, what is that?
that's like nothing.
Dermatology, baby.
Dermatologist.
Okay, just say a dermatologist.
Yeah. Same. Yeah.
Okay, you just want me to use the bigger words.
Well,
Hey,
there's a
esthetician,
difference.
wherever it was, that's a bigger word to me.
Yeah, like I was like, do we all know what that means?
but then another day you're like, oh, veterinarian because you like animals, and then another.
No, I thought that's too much work. I've thought about that. I mean, it's not too much work, but
So it's sports medicine.
Hey,
different.
they're all gonna be fun.
Say it's different.
yes.
They're all gonna be fun stuff, and
Yes.
they're just starting that out. Majors in college and stuff. The fact is, y'all got some ideas of what you want to be is great as well. What about you, Sydney? What are you thinking about majoring in or your career goals?
I'm thinking about going into the medical field and healthcare. I really want to be a physician, or I'm definitely looking at surgery. I really want to be a surgeon, but we'll see how that goes.
See, steady hands.
Yeah. Steady hands, help out.
I also like floral design. So at the side job, I think I want to be a florist too.
All right.
At least you said side job. See,
She said side job.
I said that as a
Side hustle, as we call it. How about you, Simone? Have you gotten there yet? Or are you starting
I
to?
think I have got there because honestly, I've been watching some Grey's Anatomy, and I think I want to be a pediatric surgeon,
nice.
general surgeon. I had no, yeah.
Okay.
Or-
Everybody want to be in the medical field, which is great.
I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
that's good.
because like I have to like really see it, like because I'll do it if I like blood, but if I figure I don't like blood, then it's just done with me. So because I'm just not gonna be a pediatric.
Right.
I don't know.
She's learned all this from Grey's Anatomy.
But if that does not work, I was actually looking at but then I was saying I want to be an orthopedic person, but that's like a surgeon also only. Like so
Yeah, but you're dealing with the bones and stuff.
yeah. And I was like, but then I was like, what if I want to like work with sports, like sports medicine? But then I was like, then I'd be sad that I'm not in the sport. So
Well, you can still play a little bit after once you graduate.
I'm gonna get old.
No, I mean,
Oh, Lord.
Like my joints are already like messing up and
Oh.
stuff like that.
Lord, here we go.
that's where you do treatment and stuff like that.
All of
Preventive maintenance.
All of them ice packs and with them frozen places we go to.
You should give her Mika's number and let her start now. In the preventive maintenance.
Get that.
well, other than like she said, I mean, I would never get tired of the sport, but maybe you do want an outlet.
Yeah.
So I thought about maybe forensics or just being like a chemist.
See, that's what I mean. So it's
Yeah.
three different.
Yeah. Well, hey.
Okay, that's three.
No, I
You
mean,
probably had three
two
different ideas
solid-
what you
She gonna
gonna
be
do.
getting money,
Yeah.
okay? She gonna be getting money.
Regardless,
as long as you're still,
Regardless.
that was part of the
See,
goal.
I could build a building for dermatology that can be mastered, and then let that be. That's money coming in right there.
See? Well, I
And
like
you
the
gonna
way
be
they
calling
think.
when you get that money too.
What? We love these entrepreneurial minds, these medical minds. and stuff.
Absolutely.
And that's the beauty of it. That's why we love this as Volleyball Dads. with that being said, what y'all looking forward to this season? I mean, what's this season going to look like for you, and what you're looking to, and take away from the team probably right now? Just what do you want to improve upon, or what would you like to see happen, or where would you like the team to go that you're on? What do you think? What are you looking forward to this season? And we're going to talk about the club season. High school's over. Everybody's out in the first round.
You did not have to bring that up.
It's the truth.
It's the truth, but it's over. It's okay. What are you looking for this season?
I would say for me, just seeing my progression getting stronger, and just for me, it's always been my arm swing. I mean, I'm a good blocker. Of course, I can be so much better still.
Right.
But just for me, my arm swing just hopefully that connection with my setter.
Gotcha. Okay.
And what about how about the team performance
said outside
too?
the team.
But then he said,
the team
with the team as well.
Okay, well, with the team, I hope that we're a good team. We're able to start and just win, but I hope we'll be able to finish the season.
With national championship?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
And even tournaments, hopefully get our bid early.
Get that bid early. Everybody wants to get that bid early. You're right.
We all say that until we don't get that bid.
But this year, you got to be, what are you thinking? What's your expectations this year for you and the team?
I think last year we came pretty close, like in a lot of stuff that we really could have like won in. And I want to win like this year because I don't know. I think it was Kansas City and we literally got like 5th place. And if we got like 4th or something, then we could have got a bid and like we didn't. So I think like
getting over that hump, huh?
Finishing and like we literally went to nationals and we got 5th in USA. But if we won that one game, I mean, not 5th, was it 5th? Yeah, we got 5th in USA, and if we won one game, then we could have got a medal and like been playing for 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. So like, I think there's a lot of opportunities where like we could have like, finished and we didn't. So that's what I want for this year, and I think our team's gonna be like really good.
All right, Sydney, how about you?
I'm looking forward to playing with my friends because. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. And then I'm also looking forward to see our improvement because I know last season, I think our team last season was really good playing wise, like on the court wise, I guess, because this year I think I want to maybe get a bit to nationals because last year we were like one game away from getting a bid. We went we went 10-1, and the one game we lost was the game to get a bid.
Championship game to get a bid. That's the most frustrating.
I want to improve on that and get a bid this year because I think we have a good team this year. So, yeah.
All right. Okay. All right.
I think it all just like depends on like getting like stronger, like also because like when you get to like, well, I guess because I'm like the youngest one here, but like when I got like, okay, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like this year I'm like, it's like a whole different like ball game because I just made 15th, but like y'all are like in like 17th, so like that. But like because I just started like weight room this summer and I like did all this other stuff and I can already like feel like I'm getting stronger and stuff. So like I imagine like by the end of December and like January when we start going to like Dallas and Austin, stuff like that. Very small.
Are your teammates putting in the work as well?
Yeah, like most of us are usually in the weight room like twice a week, and then some of us are in the weight room once a week. But like it's dope.
Yeah, because your opponents are in there too.
Yeah.
Everybody is trying to get better.
Yeah.
And so I think some of y'all mentioned earlier is the mental component. Objective, how you win, whoever makes the least amount of mistakes, right? Mm-hmm. So if you know you're talented and you're pretty evenly matched, then that's where the mental component comes into play and the nerves. Like, do y'all get nervous?
Oh my God, I be getting so nervous. Like, I remember one time I was like so nervous, I got like a headache because like I was just so stressed. Like, but like I played through the headache, obviously. But like, it's just, yeah, like you can't be nervous. Like, actually, you can't be nervous because I be nervous all the time. And like, but we'll still like win and pull through because like sometimes you'll lose like one set and then you gotta win the next set and then you gotta win the next set. So it's like, yeah.
And y'all have done that a couple of times, right?
I do remember
pull
that.
it through. Y'all lose that first set. Yeah, come back and
bad. Like it was bad. Like
always remember they put their pants on one leg at a time, just like you. So you don't have a reason to be nervous. Just play.
Spandex, something. We say spandex. Yeah, volleyball.
You know what I mean. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the biggest thing that I may notice with a lot of kids is that maybe a little nerve, and then that's where those little small mistakes, because you practice it every day.
Yeah.
Day in and day out. So just play. Like, that's the fun part. Like, you've done all the practice. That's the hard work, correct the mistakes. The game is where you show it. And just get in the game and just have fun.
Right.
Don't put any pressure on yourself.
Right.
You know, just play and have fun. I think, you know, you do that, you'll see a totally different result.
Exactly. And I think it's part of it. Just have fun. You know,
Have fun.
At this stage, you know what your next goal is, career is going to be. You know that you're still learning, trying to be one of the best setters in the city, country, not just city, country. You know, you're trying to get to a school where y'all can flourish academically as well. So all those things matter as well. And just have fun with it, because, you know, you don't get the chance to relive these days. And we just tell people, you know,
It goes by quick.
Just go by quick. And you look at now, you know, next year you're going to be graduating and a whole nother thing going on and stuff like that. And we're going to be fighting boys about talking about going to the prom with y'all and all that. So sizing them up. I should say fighting them, sizing them up.
Yeah.
Saying, what?
Opening the door with the 9.
And those volleyball dads out there know what we mean as well.
Why are you here?
Exactly. So we're going to let y'all finish up with, you know, anything y'all like to say or, you know, about your experience, your volleyball life, and or anything else you want to look forward to, anything that you didn't mention y'all want to mention, or shout outs to anybody you want to shout out to, because it's going to go worldwide.
Worldwide.
That's worldwide. Like,
There you go.
Yeah.
Twitter, Snap,
Anything
Instagram.
about your team? Good luck to your team this year. And looking forward to the competition.
yeah, I'm looking forward to the competition.
Yeah. How's it? That's why. Let me ask a question before we leave. Is how does it feel playing against friends on different clubs that you also may play in high school with, or dynamics like that? How is that? How y'all, you know, do y'all get riled up, or is it just friendly competition?
No, it makes me want to win.
It makes you want to win, want to beat them, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't want them going to school and be like, oh, we beat you. Like, no, it has to be like because I won't like go to school and like be like, oh, we beat you and tell like all my friends, but like I don't want you going to school and saying that just in case. So like I want to make sure I have all the authority when we get to school.
Yeah, it's good. Y'all want the upper hand as well. All right. Any other last thoughts, Zoe?
No.
Yeah, good. Sydney, any last thoughts? Y'all had a great time today. Like I said, y'all know this Volleyball Dads podcast is catching on.
Yeah.
We're hearing from people all over the country, but you know, y'all are first video guests.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see how
Be on YouTube.
on YouTube how many likes and follows we get.
So tell your friends.
Tell your friends too.
Tell their dads.
And then we'll probably have y'all back on probably for the end of the year.
Oh, yeah.
And
How club went.
How club,
How's
yeah.
going.
How's it going? How recruitment is going, schools, and other things that are going to be fun. So I want y'all to enjoy this experience as well. All right, because we're the Volleyball Dads, and we love y'all. We just have fun.
Just have fun.
And like I said, just make it easy. For all y'all out there, Volleyball Dads Podcast at gmail.com, or follow us on Volleyball Dads on Twitter.
Yep.
Send us any comments you like
Questions.
to the show, questions. You want to be a guest host, as we said.
Yeah.
Send us a topic, and we can figure out how to get you in
Yeah.
as well. Sydney, you have something to say. What?
Bye, guys. That was ASMR.
That is my other child. Yin and yang over here. All right. With
Gotta
that,
love it.
all right, Will, Volleyball Dads Podcast.
Sets and
Appreciate
hits.
y'all. Appreciate y'all joining in. And your emails, any topics. And we had a great day. Once again, our fabulous, fantastic co-host today, Zoe Humphrey, Sydney Robinson, and SImone Robinson.
The life of the party.
Life of the party. At night, Chris. All right, y'all have a great day. Take care.
Peace.